I maybe slow down a little bit. I talk fast.
Yeah, you do. Slow down.
Yeah.
And so I thought this was good. The second slide, you just like, you need to pause, you need to make emphasis on your last point, you just like rush through it.
Yeah. Okay.
One point on this, you've got the, I guess that makes sense if you have the arrows. But if you got the primary producers on the bottom of the pictures.
Yeah, full of energy. I didn't.
Problem.
Yeah. Okay. So I can reorder that. You're saying?
But with the arrows, it makes sense.
Yeah, but
Sort of.
actually, there's a lot of arguments as to what way arrows should go.
Yeah,
So
there's-
you're talking about flow of energy, they definitely need to go the other way.
Yeah.
And if
they
it's
do.
an interaction web, then those are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Choose your poison.
But everything else in this seems okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Except that, yeah, here, slow it down, like, yeah,
This is a big deal,
this is the
right?
point, so emphasize
We
it.
don't talk about parasites at all, and they have a huge impact on lots of things.
So do you think like, well, that's what I'm trying to
Go back
emphasize
to the
here.
first one.
It's just that you rushed it.
Yeah, and you just kind of
I
you said it like it was no
slowed
big
down,
deal.
so-
You said it was no big deal. So how you were talking, right? You were just like, oh, something's overlooked, and then you kind of like just didn't give us time to like look at what this was. And
What you could do here is right underneath historically something that's been overlooked, pause for 1 second and then have a fly in parasites, the word parasites. So that sets the person up for the next slide, which you're talking about parasites.
How well? Okay. So I think yes. One, slow
Something
down.
you
I
can
think that's my
overlook.
biggest
That will,
issue.
that will help.
I think like okay. So I just
Yeah.
want to address that. Slow down because that's yes. Do you think that like you're saying add an animation that's just like parasites?
where you can put it on the bottom,
Just
it's
like the
like
word-
this
like
big,
the
this
word
big
would
word
come
of
up.
parasites on the bottom, but it comes in like you close it again, and then now it's what
So you don't think it's an appropriate transition to go something's been overlooked? That something is parasites.
I think it
Or
works.
should I put like a missing key parasites? Like, do you think that'd be a better title? I just okay. We'll figure it
I
out.
want
But
I
to
think-
emphasize parasites.
okay.
You
All
just
right.
slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
Does this seem okay?
maybe maybe since you also thought you maybe were rushing a little bit, but like when you talk about that it may not be for the host, that was also kind of like rushed, and just like I think just for someone who doesn't know parasites, that maybe already like in the back of their head. So I just make sure that it's a little, not like emphasized, but just stay with more like assurance. Because that was kind of like when you were changing slides, you're like, oh yeah, they may not kill the host. However, like you kind of like your words got like softer, so kind of like was rushed, and that may be something that.
Yeah, it's an important step to the next slide. So I know what you're saying. Sure. I just need to slow down and also practice some more. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. And then oops.
The video.
This is great. I was left wondering, what kind of sale is this? Where is this?
See, that's the thing is, I'm trying to balance, you guys. What's important, what's not. It's a snail and a parasite. But I can give you the name. The name is like Lusa Laka Laka Lui. Really long.
Common name?
I will find that. Do you
So
want me to
again,
include
this is
that?
one of those things that you've got enough white space on the slide. You put the name and where it's found
Yep.
down there, and if you get to it, fine. And if you don't,
Then it's
it's
there.
someone go, oh, that's from the Congo, or that's from wherever.
Name locations.
Second sub-bullet to the first one, some infected animals exhibit suspicious behaviors. So, increased predation rates.
Well, that's what's down below, right?
Put
So
it
that's
there so we can see that.
For
Why
what
is
where?
it doing the pulsing? It's going to attract attention. You talk about it, but put it up in words.
okay. So put the
Yeah.
example you're saying the snail right there is a sub bullet. Is what you're saying?
I don't even know if you need change interaction between species. If you just had parasite alter host behavior, which is what you're showing here, and the reason for that is to make that host
Okay.
more susceptible.
It's a little redundant.
Yeah.
Also, so just put one second, sorry again. So parasites and alter host behavior, infected animals exhibit conspicuous behaviors, like bullet point, like
Increases predation.
okay. All right, cool.
And the rest doesn't have to be there.
Yeah. What were you saying?
So I just kind of want to curious if you guys think is the word conspicuous a word that you should explain, or is that something that you assume that everyone knows what that means? Because
I think people should know what conspicuous means.
Like as in like I should
Like,
explain it.
That,
No, I think,
you think it's fine? Just
unless we think there's going to be people that are like
Kids.
Five.
But I feel like
Yeah,
that's like
fine.
kids.
It's like
so scanning your horizons, if you see there might be people that
yeah.
won't understand it.
You could say conspicuous behaviors that make they're more visible to predators.
And I think it's fine because the example
The
you
example,
have is
yeah.
quite conspicuous.
Yes.
Right, so it works with the,
Yeah.
with the,
Okay.
That's all, just like, I don't know if that was one of those things where
No, it's important to
explanation
recognize,
that
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any issues here? Slash the transition, was that okay? Like,
Yeah.
study system and, okay.
Negative impacts to food webs.
Negative impacts to intertidal food webs. Are you gonna say no?
what's a negative impact?
I guess like, just like competition with native species.
Well, you can say has altered, a non-native that has altered the intertidal food web.
But
Okay.
remember, it's been here for 200 years.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
kind of settled in.
I guess like it's, yeah, okay. They're just like so, it's just hard to argue like the whole like time frame thing, because that's kind of an opinion more so, because like people can still argue it's still having a negative impact.
Well, I mean, this is a bigger question.
Yeah, I know. But it's important to avoid those things by just,
species.
yeah,
The
saying
same
that.
time frame.
I'll write alterations to intertidal food
Just tone
webs.
down the negative.
Okay, okay.
Right, it's just a
How do you make
distractor.
the crabs green?
There's no cartoon green crabs, I'm so sorry.
You can just, that's easy to fix.
How?
Let's talk about that.
You could,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
Let's talk about that.
It's-
But
Yeah.
your little zombie still like blends into the background. Like I don't know if you can bold
Sally, I can fix
the
her.
lines or outline a little bit
But she's
bolder.
like perfect because she's like literally a zombie snail, but I'll fix her.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of her, but I'll fix her.
No, please do not get rid of her.
The three
Make her
houses, is
more
that
visible.
okay? Is that
Yeah.
explanation okay?
I like how you had the,
Little similar.
in the corner, yes, so we know what you're looking at.
So later in your talk, you refer back to timing as a potential issue, the timing of the cycle and the infection rate and how
So-
it's like takes, so
Mention
it would be of interest. Does this take a year?
No.
Does this take a week? Does this take a month? Does each one of those stages, it might just have up, it's like 30 days, 10 days of whatever
Yeah.
from those types of things. I think that would help ground truth everybody.
I don't
to-
know if anybody's quantified the infection for snails or for gulls, but I do know we do know that it takes roughly 3 weeks for the metasphaerosis to fully develop. Well,
And if you don't know, question marks would be even of interest as well. It's like we don't know what the time rate is from these, you know.
I just want to throw that in
time.
there because I think it might be like a confusing.
The only reason I say it is because you come back to timing of
Right.
infection.
So maybe should I
It's
include-
important for another reason too, I'll get you later.
Okay. So
So think about how to work it.
okay.
Did you? I don't think you ever said what species of snail you're working on.
I didn't think it. I think I included it earlier when we just said it wasn't important, but I can.
It's,
There's just yes. Okay.
it needs to go somewhere.
Okay.
You
Because
can-
otherwise we think it's the one from.
How about I say like
Congo.
snails, obtusata, and
Yeah.
saxalis? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, right here. Just
Goals,
Yeah,
I
look
look
at
at these the goals too. Okay. Alright. So yeah. Bolts.
I liked how you explained this.
This is- yeah.
Okay.
Do we know what that is, 95% confidence in it?
Means.
I have to put that in there, yeah. SC plus or minus. Yeah.
This is good.
Bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Oh,
I didn't really explain my hypothesis here, and I need to, because I have like I talked about my hypothesis and I later on didn't even mention it before.
Can you make an arrow to point out an individual
Yeah.
Sicarius? So, I mean, people look at that and they see that big
Yeah,
yellow
so I
ball.
think
That turns
I
out
need
to
to
be all
just
the
get.
different things.
I'm gonna try and take more pictures maybe of them because it's like they're literally like
Wait,
a
Dobby, the parasite?
No, that's what I was explaining. The sausage-like structures are spore cysts that contain hundreds.
What's the blob?
No, it's not.
What's this?
Okay, I can say that's a crushed snail's dreams right there. it's snail. This is like the snail
So-
flesh.
We want
Crop,
to-
just crop that picture, crop out the crap. Right?
Crop out the
Just-
crap.
And
I-
just because it's
So
distracting, because
I
that's-
tried to. Actually, I've already cropped this, but it's because it's on a microscope and it's such a small. I've already zoomed this in. It pixelates it, so you can't even see. So I will try and figure out how to get a more effective parasite picture now. Because I agree, it's very confusing. That's why I described it. But I've already tried to crop it more, and it when I expand it, it just like gets
Well,
all
just say
pixelated.
that like all these white things are bags of cyst or whatever you just said. No.
Yeah, and you put like a circle or something, also like what you're talking about that time.
I think everyone's focusing on that tan color.
Yeah,
It's true. Okay, yep, I can definitely
that's the target.
work that in more fast to target.
We're visual.
Yeah, what is this, a time? What in the world? Alright.
Another thing, I like this, I like control. You said that this was the highest infection rate. Can you put a percentage on all of these that we received?
Yeah, absolutely, I for sure can. Yes, I think it's a good idea. Noted that the map is north and south, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
not
right way.
good. You have it.
Oh,
Like,
God.
It looks great right now.
Thanks, okay.
Oh, so one thing, maybe worth mentioning, and you brought all these crabs from the mainland where you know there isn't any infected.
Should I bring that in maybe?
Just say, we collected crabs from a site on the mainland where we know there's no infection, brought them here so that we could have an
Do you think that
uninfected.
should be incorporated here or on a separate slide?
This is fine, and you can just say that.
Can I just say it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right here, yeah, that would work, right?
So do I need to make a bullet point for it? No. Okay. All right. Cool. I really like the setup of this though. Is it?
Yeah, that's an essential point, because otherwise
Right.
there's
Like, where
likely
this-
background
Yeah.
parasitism
Yeah.
in those control crabs.
Definitely. That was a very
So to expose them, yeah, that's
Yeah.
very good.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys. Great point.
I can't say that yellow circle. Make it
Yeah,
red.
thank you.
Okay.
Make it
Red
bigger or
circle.
a different color.
Red.
Purple or
Different color,
anything.
yeah.
So it's a lot better on here than not on there. You're
This
right.
is good though, other
The
than that.
next one is fine.
Is the hepatopancreas and that stuff? I mean, I think it's kind of cool just to see, but is it necessary?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
No, it's nice.
Okay. All right.
You can see the yellow here, just.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You guys getting sick and tired of my?
Look, there's a green crab right there.
But
Okay,
it has a cartoon.
And
Just
it's
put googly eyes on it and call it good.
Is this good though?
Yes.
All right.
What's a standardized plot?
I'm sorry.
What is a standardized plot?
It is. I'm using that word to like summarize that like each plot had 10% algal cover and 2 rocks with a diameter of
Who said that?
25. Is it? But is it necessary? I think
You
you guys.
said-
I think you guys recommended just saying standardized plot last time.
Well, that was really late at night. You can say, like, we standardize the amount of refuge
Okay, so just
and the
maybe
size of the plot.
talk about it a little bit more than just saying we use standardized plots. Okay.
What,
Alright.
yeah, what is it?
Okay. I can definitely do that.
Yeah, back up. Sorry, because you look at this, and
Right.
those two habitats are quite different to me. The grain size
Oh.
on the left and the grain size on the right are quite different.
So I can't account for great. Well, okay.
I'm just saying,
This
so you're
is
trying
just
to
to show you a
say
crowd close
standardized.
up. So I just put a caption with like a close up image.
Well, no, what he's trying to say is he doesn't know what you mean by standardized, given that the back,
Okay.
their substrate is different. You
Right.
standardize based on
So
refuge.
should I explain the
and
photos
size.
and also talk about the standardized plots? Is that what you
I don't think you need both.
big pictures?
Use
Okay.
one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's distracting from that
Get
standpoint.
rid of
right?
the photo.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take that one of no. That one that you took of me holding the crab looks like I'm just like
Oh, one of
smiling
each,
creepily
one of
in
each.
the title. Okay, I'll get rid of one of them. Oh, sorry. Anything else in that one?
No.
Good. Okay.
Instead of alive, why don't you say predated? Because you made rules for yourself about what you would consider what was predated or not, right? Some might have been dead, but you didn't know.
So
Do you know what I'm saying?
the only issue I have, okay, yes, that's, yeah. I just think that it's, I personally like looking at it as alive versus dead versus predated, because when I think of like predated, then I'm like, okay, like, yes, it's predated, like, then you have to make like another connection, then like, no, that's not alive, you know what I'm saying? I think it's easier just to say alive versus dead.
What about presence or absence? Did you actually see a dead one?
Eaten?
It's like the same thing. But wait, what?
Did you actually see one that was dead?
Yeah, no, these are all individuals that I like collected the carapaces for.
But if you found one dead that wasn't eaten,
They were all, I mean, those guys are just I exempted them.
Did you see- do you see what we're trying to, like, alive isn't what your
Oh.
question was about.
So, okay.
Eaten is good.
Eaten.
I'll take, I can
Eaten
I can
is
say
good,
predated.
yeah.
So with predated then with the, we'll talk about the logistics of that later.
Yes.
Okay, cool. The flow of this, everything,
Uh-huh.
I am trying to think about the yes, no, alive, yes, no, or eaten, yes, no. I'm trying to think about where that fits, and to make it as clear as possible.
Yeah.
And I don't know that this helps, this is just a brainstorming, is whether you add a bar, which is you have control and then your prediction, and you make up, you predicted that the red would be a lot lower and it would be mostly black, is that correct?
No, because for not for the controls at least, but for the
No,
exposed,
for the
yes.
experiment.
Yes.
So this provides a visual, so your prediction would be that that exposed bar would be mostly black, right? So if you prep everybody, so remember, here's our prediction based
Yeah.
on what we know of parasites, is that we would think all of the ones that are parasitized are gonna get eaten, right? And that would look like this. And then you add the next bar of here's what actually happened.
So you're saying like a box over this to show like a real, ideal, like based on my hypothesis, what I expected.
Your hypothesized
Really?
result. And I don't know if this is helpful or not, but I think it just, the black and red is just like,
I
okay,
think
which
that-
way is this going?
I think that would get kind of busy because,
That's,
well, maybe I could say though, I don't know if I said it like this, but talk about like my controls and what I had expected in the situation was to see more dead click. However, I saw more like alive or
Make
yeah,
that.
as long as
I
it's
think
clear.
you said it, but I think you said it after the fact, and then it's just more the relation. You can say like, oh, so like before you click the exposure, you can say, oh, I expect
Okay.
the red bar to be significantly lower. However, and then you open the next one and it went the other way.
Yeah.
It's like
And that,
I like what you're saying about like showing the shock
like, this is what-
value.
right, it's like, this is
That's
what we thought it was gonna
important.
be, and holy crap, that it looks like
So
this.
setting it up differently, definitely.
So
okay.
you can do that verbally, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'll also try and do the black and see what it looks like, and then try and present it and see if it seems awkward, and
Yeah.
we'll go from there. Cool. And then.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Sample size?
Yeah. Sample size. No, I don't want to put that on there. And also, I'll put the controls on there as well. We can talk about that later to show the comparison between controls and exposed. Everything. Anybody have any comments on this though?
You could, I mean, one thing that's weird is you could put the original graph as a little pop-up, not pop-up, but like it could be up in the corner to say, you know, remember initially, I don't know if that'd make it more confusing.
Yeah, was this hard to understand?
I just described it, just say like initially they slowed down, the performance was not great. But then after 48 hours of being infected, their performance
I think I can set it up better.
improved.
Yeah, I can definitely set it up
I
better.
think I lost the relation
Yeah, for
after
sure.
this slide. I was a little bit confused. So definitely like, I like the relation factors and making you go back.
Yeah, okay.
This actually may make sense.
Yeah.
Go on. Okay, lethargic behavior could reduce exposure to predators. So what would that also be doing, given the fact that gulls see something that's moving? And if that something isn't moving, they're going to pass over it. What's the parasite doing during that time?
Developing into a medicine
So maybe selection is selected for a threshold
Yeah.
density beyond which the probability of transferring to the next host is vastly increased.
Yeah.
So you infect the crab is asleep, you develop like crazy, and then you wake them up and wham, it gets you healed.
Yeah.
And you propagate on.
Do you think that I should change the order of this because like this could benefit MSILA? Should I bring that up as a sub bullet of that first point? May reduce predation rates of parasites, manus, whatever behavior, reduce exposure to predators. This could benefit MSILA. Explain.
I don't know, because I think it has an impactful end then, if you end on that.
Okay.
Because it's counter, I think just remember, like, just emphasize again that it's counter to what you thought, but it could be because in this specific parasite cycle, plus the type of predator you have, which is cueing in on movement, this matters because,
Okay.
right, you know, so.
Right, so those are your two issues, right? You have parasite cycle and a highly visual predator,
Yeah.
right? Which goes against kind of what you thought to begin with.
Absolutely.
Right,
Yeah.
so those are the two things, make that clear. It's like, oh, right, okay, so that makes your results reasonable.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you guys.
This is kind of iffy.